Now, stop humming this here, everything done changed. That warp tool made you open your brain. Eric Vanek is here, so remember the name. He got the waiver wire for the week. Tell you who to start and who to give a seat. Dropping the podcast every week. You know the knowledge is elite. After the show, we gon' hold a Lombardi. Celebrating like we throwing a party. This the blueprint and I know they gon' copy. Obama intros always go the hardest, cause this is America's game.
Yes, sir. Eric, what's good, man? How are you, buddy, today?
What's going on, Adam? Not much, man. How about you?
Doing well. Week 11. We are here. Let us know, everybody that was in the Patreon stream, if the same issue is still here. If not, I don't think I hear anything problematic. So Cold World is in the building. Cold World, let's go. Happy week 11. We got week 11, man. Eric, I know we talked about doing start and sits of the week. Do you have one off the top of your head, or have you thought about it at all?
Man, I kind of like Josh Dobbs this week.
Do you? Yeah.
He's just been so damn good since he came back there. I don't know. I just have a feeling on Josh Dobbs. I like Josh Dobbs this week.
Josh Dobbs, check this out, Eric. So I was running some warp numbers in weeks that aren't just 1 through 10. So I ran warp week 7 through 10. Give me what you think in a super flex league with 6 point per passing touchdown and tiered PPR. So half the OG tiered PPR. So half point per reception for the RB, full for the wide receiver, 1.5 tight end. What do you think Josh Dobbs is in warp the weeks 7 through 10?
Like for quarterbacks where he's ranked?
All positions.
Of all positions? Shit. Well, if you're telling me that, he's probably in the top 10.
Right there. He's 11.
Okay.
It's just crazy to think about. Given, Eric, think about this. He's changed teams in that time. In one of the games, he didn't start and came in. And still 11. So to your point, I don't think it's a bad play at all with Josh Dobbs. I like it quite a bit.
What you got? Who you like him?
And it's a good question. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I really like Christian Kirk this week. I think maybe that's not that crazy to say. Like I'm just such anti Ridley at this point, and I think that I do think that they are going to be motivated to have a bounce back game of some sort. They were so bad last week, getting spanked by Frisco. I think that the like T-Law, I don't expect to have like a blow up game or anything insane, but I do think that they're going to be motivated to have a lot better performance offensively than what they showed last.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we are here. Let's see what kind of questions we got today, Eric. So we got a half point PPR. We got to sit one of these guys. Amari with DTR versus Pittsburgh. Deontay in the same game. Or are you going to sit Brian Robinson versus the Giants? This is a half PPR.
Yeah, I'm not setting Brian Robinson against the Giants. No way. So
I wouldn't do it anyway. And half PPR makes it even more so that way.
Right, exactly. So it's between Amari and Deontay. I think I kind of want to go Deontay, just because I think Ward and Newsome are going to lock him up a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm thinking Deontay in that spot.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, sorry I left you on red, Christian. There was a game day air emergency we had to get fixed right before the start stream, and we fixed it. So we got our own little workaround. Yeah, I'm with. I don't think I can. I have a hard time disrespecting Amari anymore. We did it last week with the O-line issues. We just every time I seem to write Amari Cooper off, he doesn't write back. So
right.
All right. Start one in a half PPR again. Lockett, Warren, or Kmet. It is so it's a 1 point per catch for tight end. So I don't know if that does anything for you for Kmet.
I have a hard time just sitting Lockett like any week. I think I go Lockett, especially in full PPR for him. Well, it's half for receivers.
And what's your consideration level to Warren right now? Like, I know he's basically right now making it a much more of a case to, at minimum, continue with this 50-50. type split with
Right.
Najee. The only thing I have questions on is, are they both going to score touchdowns weekly? And is this game going to be a little bit more of a muck fest in, a game?
Yeah, I see this Browns. You know how Brown Steelers is. It's usually close down to the wire, and it's low scoring. It's like 20-17 or
Exactly.
something.
And you got a Pickett-led offense versus DTR-led offense. I could see this thing be
Yeah.
the over-under it was 33 last time looked, man. Like
Right.
to give an idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lockett. I like Lockett this week.
I think still I'm gonna take Lockett even though it's half PPR.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Jalen Warren, but just there's something about this week. Everybody's
It's the
been really
Browns. Like
exciting.
the Browns have been really good.
Everybody's getting really, really excited for Warren. I could see him just being a little more disappointed. All right. I already got that question. So full PPR, here we go. Are you going to sit Nico for Lockett while not 100% knowing if he plays? Thanks.
No, I'm gonna play Nico there with no Noah Brown. Noah Brown's out. Robert Woods is coming back. Well, I think he played last week, but it wasn't like very much.
He didn't do it in the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Nico on that one with no Noah Brown.
It's kind of sad, Eric. I've been telling you and more so Mike the last 2 weeks, like Noah Brown's because he's in this offense, and now I don't get to have any fun. Noah Brown's out.
Right.
I'm with you. I'm gonna take Nico here. I think Barkley or Rachaad White. Dude, all right. So here's the thing. Barkley is literally the only thing that the Giants have at all. So like the floor is going to be really high, I think. The problem is Rachaad White has been on a tear. Now, last week you could say that the last game they had that 43-yard touchdown that basically is the only thing that made his day. I'm not going to fade Rachaad White on this heater. I don't leave a heater.
I think I'm gonna go Barkley just because he is the whole offense. He should get 25, 30 touches.
Oh, I mean, Eric, like I said, there's nothing. What else are you going to do with the ball?
Exactly.
DeVito?
Yeah. I'm going to go Barkley just off of the volume.
Okay.
And hopefully he gets there. And it's not like Washington's defense is
they're trash.
The greatest ever. They just traded Sweat, they just traded Chase Young. So they're a little bit, not that great anymore. So I'm going to go Barkley.
I'm gonna, damn Eric, you convinced me to change my answer, especially because you also got
it's the 49ers too. Like if it was like Tennessee like last week or some shitty defense, okay, whatever, I can do that.
Can I give you my pause about sitting in versus Frisco? Because in a lot of running back situations, I would tend to agree. The problem with Rachaad White is he's so different in the way that they're likely to get down. Baker Mayfield is going to end up probably checking the ball down to him in negative game script. Is the only reason I'm a little more hesitant to sit him there. I'm with you. I'm going to lean Barkley because the floor is so damn good. But I'll be honest, Goat Rings, this is tough. You're only starting 10, but, man, I would have a hard time sitting either one of these guys. I'd have to know what the rest of your squad looks like, too.
Right.
All right, Double D. 1 QB, starting 10. Half PPR. Warren, Ford, Sutton. You got to pick one. Thanks for all the work, boys. Anytime, Double D.
I'm going Jerome Ford.
Are you?
Yep. Steelers' run D hasn't been that great this year. Now I know Cam Hayward's back, so that should help.
They definitely will.
But man, Ford's been getting there like every single week, man. They're at home playing in front of the dog pound. I'm gonna go Jerome Ford.
Okay, man. Yeah, this is a true Browns fan, Eric Van Eck, and this is a scorned, pessimistic Browns fan and ATM.
Come on, go with Ford just to stick it to your dad, Steelers fan. Come on.
Oh. The problem is I put my heart out there and it always gets stomped when I go all the way in. Right. I want to say Sutton. I'll be honest, the half PPR max be leaning Ford. Let's do it. Jerome Ford.
Hell yeah.
Don't let me down, please. I don't need that type of hurt. Spears or Dowdle? Which back are you playing?
Well, Dowdle came up on the injury report in the middle of the week. He is active. They did deactivate Deuce Vaughn, so that leads me to believe that Dowdle should be okay. I just don't know if re-injury and all that. I'm going to go Dowdle, though, still, just because it is Carolina. They should be up on Carolina. He should get some more work. So I'll lean Dowdle. I think them deactivating Deuce Vaughn gives me the confidence that Dowdle's fine. So I think that's where I'm going to lean.
I agree. Dowdle's active. I'm going to play him. Spears is also like, I would say it this way, to the point of the offensive situations. I expect Dallas, who's been absolutely on a tear, to continue to do that offensively and be in scoring positions. outperform Tony Pollard. I'm not sure that that's how the workload is going to split up every week, but I'd rather that than Spears. And I've seen this Tennessee offense be so damn up and down, dude. So damn.
Right.
All right, we got a super chat, man. Super chat. Super flex spot. Pick one. Herbert, Kyler, Dobbs. All right, so Eric, I'm going to just tell you my thinking. I'm going to let you pick the answer, and I'm going to give you mine.
Okay.
So Kyler in this game with Stroud, I can understand people's reservations still because they haven't seen a lot, but he looked good enough running, and I expect this game to be a complete shootout. Dobbs has been, whatever you want to say in fantasy, the floor of his rushing, the upside of he scores a touchdown, and he's been a better passer than people think. And then Herbert in this game, like Herbert's been so really, really good this year. You kind of see him being more elite versus the days of last year when he had that rib injury that kind of hung around all year. This is ridiculously tough. You do deserve a super chat for flexing like this, but go ahead. Go ahead, Eric.
I think I have Herbert starting a couple leagues, but I'm nervous just because it's in Green Bay. It's on the road. Jalen Guyton's out. Gerald Everett's out. Obviously, no Mike Williams. He's got only really Keenan Allen and Eckler.
Keenan Allen, and if there's any type of life in QJ.
Kyler did look very good last week, and I was surprised that he was actually running the ball as much as he did.
Hey, the other crazy part, Eric, to that point, a couple of designed runs too.
Right. Yeah.
Imagine you're in that situation where you don't want Kyler to get hurt because you could be stuck with more money on the books, and you're still running him at the goal line. That's pretty crazy.
I think I'm going to lean your way on this one with Kyler, but I could see Dobbs too. But Kyler and Dobbs would be my two choices. If I have to pick the one, I'm going to go Kyler by a hair.
I agree. We are on the same page, Zach. You got damn. Look at Mike being out. Everything's all happy. We're agreeing on Jerome Ford. This has all kinds of disaster right now. That'll be honest with you.
All right, get roasted later.
Oh, Christian, apparently I ignored his DM too. He's all upset. He's going to totally flame us any chance he gets. Monty, Breece Hall, Javonte Williams, full PPR. Damn.
Monty, Breece, lock it up. Done.
Okay. Really? Dude, Javonte's workload has been starting to get crazy, man.
I mean, he still hasn't done shit. I'm not touching that one. Monty and Hall are like must starts for me. Those are top 15 locked in guys every week. So let's go with those two.
I mean, I'm not actually here to disagree as far as I'm not trying to act like Monty and Hall are not good plays. The only thing I will say is that Monty had a 75-yard touchdown last week. Jahmyr Gibbs, I do think has been so good that I don't think he is as safe as he once was. I like Monty's workload still. I could see because he's not typically the 75-yard run to the house guy, where his floor is not quite as great as it has been. I'm with you. I'm going to play those two. But for me, Monty and Javonte are starting to get really close. Javonte's workload, go look at his snap shares are starting to get higher. He's getting 20-plus touches a lot of these games. I could see it being a good week for Javonte.
Okay.
All right, D-Hop or Kyle Phillips?
I would kill myself if I played Phillips over D-Hop, so I'm going D-Hop.
Yeah, Alex, let me just put it like this. Questions like...
And Phillips is only going to get you 8 to 10 points. I think Hopkins can get you a lot more than that.
I'd put it like this, Alex. To your point, Eric. But if you have any questions that before you ask anybody else any start-sit questions or anything, my question I always ask first is, if I put these two people in my lineup and I sit one, who would I absolutely hate myself if they went off?
Right.
I could absolutely live with Kyle Phillips going off on my bench. If I played him for D-Hop and D-Hop had a 3-touchdown game with Will Levis again, I'd be fucking beside myself. All right. Let's try to wrap it through some of these. We got them coming in. Eric, no overseas game? I mean,
Thank God.
Thank God, exactly. All right, have PPR, 2 flex, and a wide receiver 3. So you got to pick 2. 1 flex and 1 wide receiver 3. Pacheco, Hollywood, Hopkins. Who are you starting?
All right, so the wide receiver 3, I'm going to go Hollywood. I'm with you. Thinking that Texans and Cardinals is going to be a higher scoring game there with 2 young quarterbacks dueling it out. The flex spot and half PPR. And the Eagles' run defense has been so damn good this year. I don't think I can play Pacheco, so I'm going to go Hopkins. I think I'm going to go 2 receivers here.
Okay. I don't think I want to sit Pacheco in a half PPR league in this matchup. Even though it is Philly, like I could see this being a higher scoring game.
Right. I could see it. I see that too, but
Let me ask you this: if you were going to sit one of the receivers, who would it be? If you had to, like, let's just say we're picking
Hopkins.
I'm with you. I would play Pacheco and Hollywood this week.
Yeah, I think I'm going to lean Hollywood and Hopkins just because, man, that Eagles run D is just shut down everybody. And if Mike was here, he'd tell you the same thing.
Oh, of course. And I'd also tell Mike that they didn't shut down Brian Robinson, so get the fuck out of here. All right, Adams, Nico, Hopkins, Ford. Pick one.
Wow.
Adams. I'm gonna tell you right now. Ever since this change in coaching staff, it's like it feels like their goal and agenda is to keep 17 as happy as possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Nico.
Are you? Okay.
And that's because Miami's coming off of a bye.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Ramsey another week healthy, and they ain't gonna put Jalen Ramsey on anybody else other than Devontae Adams. So I think Jalen Ramsey's gonna be fired up for this one. Shut down Devontae Adams. I mean, Adams is still gonna get his, but I don't think it's gonna be a monster game. Nico in this kind of a game, they are at home, I believe. And Houston, or Nico has really done good at home. Like he's had like 2 of his 30-point games at home this year. So I'm gonna go Nico.
Yeah, I'm not gonna act like Nico's not a good play. I think it's gonna be a shootout. I am just the only thing I'll say about this Texans offense and CJ Stroud is it could be to anybody. He's shown me that anybody can get it, and it's not a guarantee for anyone to go off. What I very much suspect to happen, Eric, is this Miami team kind of beat the brakes off of the Raiders, and that's going to leave a lot of passing opportunities for your boy Aiden O'Connell, who you're kind of slouching right now, for Nuke to go to Adams, man. So I'm gonna drop Nuke, I'm gonna drop Ford, and I'm gonna leave Nico out as well. It's between Adams and Nico, though. I'm with you there. All right, start 11. Full PPR, picking 2: Monty, White, Robinson, Godwin, Swift. Godwin's an auto sit for me.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I think I lean David Montgomery and Brian Robinson. I think those are the 2 I'm gonna go with. But I could see Rachaad White too. In that one.
Yeah, man. B-Rob's been actually.
It's the Giants, man. They've just been poopy.
That and B-Rob's been good too. Like,
yeah.
He's actually looked good.
Yeah.
Dude, this is really tough. I don't even want to sit Swift either.
Yeah, we didn't even mention him.
I'm gonna put my order is gonna be Monty and White. I think B-Rob is really, really close though.
Right.
The reason I say White is he's not like most running backs, and you honestly don't care about him at all in between the tackles.
And you got to remember too, Gibson's out, so it's gonna probably be the B-Rob show. I think that breaks it for me. I go Monty and B-Rob.
All right, that's fair. B-Rob has also been on a heater, but just understand Rachaad White has been the last 3 weeks a running back 1 in top 12. The other 3 weeks, I think they throw a lot and they have to do a lot of checkdowns. It's tough, man. Goat Rings. Listen, Goat Rings in the trade show and start sits. He gives you the most ridiculous questions because, like, I can't imagine sitting any of these guys. And then on the trade show, he gives you these home run destroying. I wish I had more Goat Rings teams, man. Just absolute monsters.
Right.
Half PPR. Amari, Terry, or Debo?
I guess we're just picking one here. If I'm just picking one,
I'm gonna go. Yep.
Oh man, I think it's between Terry and Debo for me.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go Terry, but it's close. I don't know. Maybe we go Debo just because Debo's hanging up right over your shoulder.
Eric, I never picked Debo. You know my affinity for hating him, but man, I think I have to. I'm gonna go with Debo.
It's destiny, right? Yeah, Debo.
And you know what's great about it this time, Eric, is if he lets me down, I forever can just let him go. Get out of here. All right. James Cook or Ferguson? Hey, Ferguson's been quietly very nice, very, very nice play. It's a 0.75 tight end premium. So
yeah, I'm gonna go Ferguson on this one with the premium for sure.
I'm with you. Ferguson's a tough sit for me at this point, dude.
Yeah, he's been top 6 tight end all year. It seems like.
Yeah, and in this offense, for those that don't know, Dak has been cooking it up. Speaking of Dak, we got Fizzle here. What's up, my boys? Long overdrawn question. I hate this league. Well, then why the fuck you in it? Standard
score.
scoring.
That's why.
That's exactly why you hate it, and that's why you need to. Fizzle, you're too talented and too good of a dude to be in a standard scoring league, man. I love you too much for this. -1 for getting sacked. Okay, that's gross. All right, 14 team. Oh my gosh, 14 team in standard. Yuck. Are you DTR at QB or Hollywood at wide receiver in the super flex spot?
I think I'm going Hollywood.
Dude, so I was looking. They do a here at BDG. They do this trivia, and you have to. They call it set the line. So you have to set basically the fantasy points line. So like, if you talk about their lines, what's DTR's fantasy points? It's barely double digits. That's not including any sacks. I don't think there's that much upside for DTR. I almost always say QB, but I think I'm actually with you. I'll play Hollywood here. All right. Pick 3. Rachaad White, Collins, Thielen, D-Rob. I think I'm going to sit Thielen here.
Yeah, Thielen has been he's been shit lately. So, yeah, I'm with you on the other 3.
Thielen's been so good as a whole for the year, but of late it feels like teams are just like, listen, we're going to make Bryce beat us in some other way than just getting the ball to Thielen. I'm going to just continue to fade that for now, given the other guys. All right, Hurts, Kyler, Fields need to. Hurts and Kyler.
Yeah, Hurts and Kyler for me too.
I can't sit Hurts. He's been unbelievable, and Kyler.
I want to see it from Fields again.
I'm with you. I mean, listen, I'll happily play Fields in certain spots, but not over those 2 guys. Not right. Going. Kyler it is. All right, Addison or A-Chain? FPPR, half-point first down, A-Chain for me.
Yeah, A-Chain for sure.
Listen, it's been a while since he played, and I expect this team to win this game. But he's been RB1, RB4 when he's been playing, other than the first game when he didn't get much snaps. So I'm playing him. Nico or DJ Moore?
Nico.
Agreed. DJ Moore has had 2 unbelievable weeks, but the floor has not been good enough for me to send him over Nico. A-Chain or Mostert? Pick your running back here. This is a good one.
This is one of those ones where I want to play them just both and just take all the Miami points if I can.
I was going to say that, Brett, I would actually ask you to take a look at your team and see if there's not someone else you might be able to
let's say his other running back is Saquon. I think I would play A-Chain and Mostert over Saquon.
Really?
Yeah.
The interesting part about that is, to your point, you won't miss the boom of which one booms, but you also lose a floor of Saquon. That one's tough for me. I tend to.
But
agree.
you also could get the 70-point explosion week too, or they both
could
get
also
like
they could also
40
have
and
4.
50.
Remember they had like 4 or 5 touchdowns combined between them the one week.
Yeah, that 70-point game they had like 7 touchdowns or something.
And nuts. All right, Dak or Kyler. I'll say this: I will personally, to answer the question, I will play A-Chain over Mostert. Mostert has actually not been that great lately. So if you told me,
I'm with you on that. A-Chain over Mostert.
Agree. All right, Dak or Kyler? Thanks, guys. Dak.
Yeah, Dak has probably been the hottest quarterback in the league the last month. So going Dak.
Exactly.
Stay on the heater.
7 week 7 through 10, which they had a bye during that time.
Yeah.
Quarterback 1 in Warp. Okay. And the only person ahead of him in Warp is his receiver. See you there. Half PPR. Ty Chandler, AJ Dillon, or Kareem Hunt. Let me ask you this. What's your level of confidence in Ty Chandler this week, Eric? Nick and I talked about this. He gets the backfield by default, but how much do we really expect?
Madison's back. Madison's playing.
He cleared the protocol?
He cleared the protocol. Yep. He's playing.
Dude, that's so rare for a guy to be in the protocol in the weekend and clear. Yep. That's interesting.
Yeah, he practiced on Friday and everything. They cleared him to go. So for me, this would be between Dillon and Hunt.
All right, so I'm 100% with you. Madison's
and
playing.
Dillon has just been so just meh all year. I'm going Kareem Hunt. At least I got some upside at the goal line.
I have to say the same. It's just it feels so gross playing either one of these dudes, man.
Right.
You're so reliant on a touchdown, to be honest, at this point, it feels like. Slim Reaper or Puka this week?
I like the Slim Reaper, man.
Okay.
And
Are you
that's just
still?
because Goddard's out, so that's one guy that he doesn't have to contend with. Yeah, Julio's there, but it's still a 34-year-old Julio.
Nobody gives a shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, he can usually support two guys. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball that much. Maybe Swift gets some catches, but I'm expecting this to be a high-scoring game. A.J. Brown and Slim Reaper should be the two beneficiaries, so I'm going to go with Slim.
Yeah. You know my affinity for Puka, but I think I need to see the offense look better for me to play him over Slim Reaper. I think also in this game versus KC that I want to be attached to that game with points involved. Dustin Hopkins versus Steelers. Oh my goodness, this is a good question here. Let's get some kicker action. Brandon Aubrey versus the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, I can see you're worried that they can't move the ball. I really like Hopkins. He's been like money this year for the Browns, which is rare for a kicker. But I think I agree with you. I want to see it first. Like, I don't want to get stuck with, they only get 3 points again, like they did in DTR's first start. So
Yeah.
Aubrey's pretty safe. It's not like the Panthers' defense is complete shit. They're middle of the road, so they can stop Dallas once or twice and maybe hold them to a field goal or two. So I'm good with starting Aubrey this week. I think he's the safer play.
Yep, I agree. I think
I can also see Hopkins getting in there though and getting like 4 field goals. So that's the risk, but I think I'll take the floor of Aubrey.
There you go. And I would just say it this way. It's easy to overthink like, okay, maybe this game is more of a field goal game because these teams are not that good, but I would just do this. Typically, Ray, is the way I play in situations like this. If the over/under in the other game is like well over 10 points or more, I'm just gonna take the attachment to the game that's supposed to score more points. So,
right.
I agree with what you said primarily, Eric. All right, in half PPR, Madison or Ty Chandler.
Yeah, I'm starting Madison. He's cleared. He's good to go. Yep.
If you clear the protocol, they're not going to change his workload at all. It's not like he's injured. He's just he had to clear the protocol, right? So
yeah. He didn't have an ankle sprain or anything. So
no. Yep. All right. Should I play Godwin versus the Niners, Cooks versus the Panthers, Jaden Reed versus the Chargers, or JSN versus the Rams? Standard scoring. Y'all got to get out of these standard scoring leagues, man, before you keep coming in the start sit show.
So it's not going to be Godwin. He has 1 touchdown on the year, and I don't think he's getting another one against the Niners.
Yeah, he said 200-yard games on a lot of these 40-50.
Yeah, Cooks has been on fire lately. Jaden Reed has actually been doing really good too.
Yes, he has. But
JSN, I could skip out on JSN. So it would be between Cooks and Reed for me. I think I'll go Cooks, but I don't love it. I could see, one of these other guys maybe doing it too. So I'm gonna go Cooks.
I'm with you. I think I love the talent of Jaden Reed. Actually, of the receivers in the Packers offense, like he's the one I trust in. The one thing is, he is still on an offense that isn't very good, playing in the 50% snap range because he's playing a lot in the slot, and they tend to run a lot of these heavier sets because they want to hide Jordan Love.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take Cooks in the offense that I think is going to be better. Cool. All right, PPR. Start with Rashee Rice or Calvin Ridley.
Rashee Rice, high scoring game. Let's do it.
Listen, man, if y'all have other options, I'm just going to tell you this. If you have other options beside Calvin Ridley, somewhat decent, I'm probably going that route. Aaron Jones or Jacoby, PPR?
Aaron Jones. Yeah, Jacoby's been bad with Aiden.
They got him. They snuck him in a touchdown like an end around, but if you just look, his usage rate is significantly.
Yeah, it's like 2 catches, 1 catch. Yeah, no thanks. I'll go there.
Declined from when it was. Sorry, Jimmy G, but here we are. All right, got a few start sit full PPR questions. First one, start 1 flex. So Eric, let's take these one at a time. We'll try to knock these out quick. Hollywood or McBride? If it's standard full PPR, no tight end premium looks like.
I'll go Hollywood.
Yeah, I actually think it's even in full PPR. It's close, but if no tight end premium, I'll take Hollywood. If you give me any sort of tight end premium, I'm probably going to take McBride here. He's been on fire lately. And the snap shares are getting really high too. So I'd love to see what I'm seeing out of him, but I'm playing Hollywood there. Start 1 running back and 1 flex. Connor, A-Chain, Waddle. Who you got?
A-Chain for the running back, flex. I can't sit Jalen Waddle, man. I'll go A-Chain and Waddle.
Yeah, full PPR. I can't do that. I'll take the Dolphins stack. All right, start You're starting one quarterback, one running back, and one flex, not a super flex. So you got to pick Stroud or Fields. It's Stroud for me.
Yep, Stroud easy.
Okay, running back and a flex. So we got to pick a running back and a flex, Eric, between Ford, Connor, Singletary, Waddle. Are you buying into Singletary stuff right now?
I mean, yeah, he had a really good game. He's playing Arizona this week, so I could see him. I just think I would take the other guys. I think I would go.
You got to. So you still have to sit either Connor or Ford.
Right. Okay, maybe I can get behind. Yeah, I think I go Stroud, Connor, Waddle would be my 3.
I agree. I like Jerome Ford actually somewhat this week, but not over Connor. I think Connor's gonna have a.
Yeah, I'm going with the higher scoring games. Like I agree with you. I think that Texans Cardinals gonna be high scoring. So that's where we're picking these guys.
100% with you. All right, pick 2: Gibbs and one of the Miami running backs. Gibbs and A-Chain.
Gibbs and A-Chain. Yeah, I'll go with the 2 rooks.
So that was his By the way, that was the other running. That was his other option. So I'm
from before. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sitting Mostert. All right, full PPR: Chandler, Freeman, Dowdle. Oh goodness, I'm not playing Chandler with Madison back in the lineup like this.
Yeah, I'll go Royce Freeman here. I don't love it, but he'll just split with Henderson. Just kind of depends on who has the hot hand in that one. One week it was Henderson, the next week it's Freeman. I'll just go Freeman, and hope I get a touchdown out of him.
Yeah, I could make a case for Dowdle, but I'll play Freeman too. I've seen him more often making snap shares that give me a chance the best. All right, no problem, Sagi. Afternoon, gents. Full PPR. Start 2. Cooper, Garrett Wilson, Puka, Christian Kirk. Mediocre raging upside. The retired Ridley Truther is back. What do you think here?
I think I'm going to go... Cooper would be out for me, so just between the other 3. I think I'm going to go... Garrett Wilson has been phenomenal.
Have you seen his target share? I know it's Zach Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his targets the last 3-4 weeks. It's 12 minimum.
Yeah. So Garrett Wilson is in for sure.
Yeah.
Then it's between Puka and Kirk. I guess I go Puka, but it's close.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Garrett Wilson, and I'm gonna go with Kirk. I think that.
Okay.
No, I would play Puka typically, but a lot of stuff going on in the Rams that I want to see fixed before I put Puka back in. I believe in the talent of Puka very much, but I think that Jacksonville has to have a get-right offensive game this week, and that's why I don't want to say Kirk in that.
Okay.
All right, Flex 1, full PPR. Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, JSN, QJ. It ain't Christian Watson. It ain't QJ. Jaden Reed or JSN?
Yeah. I think I go Jaden Reed on this one.
Agree. I'll tell you this, Castle Black, if you want to play JSN.
Yeah, I'm okay with either of them. I think I go Reed.
You whatever you do not play Christian Watson and do not play Quentin Johnson. Even if they go off, I can live with it. Superflex, full PPR, 2-point tight end premium. Ooh. Musgrave, McKinnon, Reed, or Rondale Moore?
Musgrave, for sure, in that tight end premium. And then probably Jaden Reed. Probably play both Packers.
Yeah.
I could see Rondale too.
I was just gonna say, I think I can make a very strong case for Rondale. And even though it's a 2-point tight end premium, like I could see it where it's Musgrave's upside in this 2-point tight end premium is good. So I'm not going to act like you can't play him. I think I'm going to lean Reed and Musgrave. But if you wanted to put Rondale Moore ahead of Musgrave, I'm not going to fight you at all.
Yeah, I think Musgrave is the must start from this list. That he would be first on my list.
Really? Okay. Yeah. So you would play Rondale ahead of Jaden Reed?
Yeah, I think if I could make that case just because of that high scoring game. I think I lead Jaden Reed though because he's been so consistent. Like he's in PPR, he's like almost a guaranteed 10 points, every week. So I will lean with those two.
Yeah. Musgrave in this format, the upside is there, but like I just don't think the floor has really been the greatest for Luke Musgrave. So
since he came back from his injuries, man, he's been at least solid. So
yeah, I get it. All right, Chargers give us so many points to the wide receiver. Give me Reed.
Right.
Musgrave or Mayer, 2-point tight end premium, 1 point.
I'm gonna go Musgrave. I trust him more than I trust Mayer right now.
I agree. I've seen some upside from Mayer, but it's just so inconsistent. I'm gonna sit him.
Yep.
Sutton, Warren. All right, so Sutton, Warren, Hollywood Brown, Khalil Herbert, AJ Dillon, Curtis Samuel. What you doing?
Need 3.5 PPR. I think I'm gonna go Hollywood Brown for sure.
Yeah, with you.
I think I'm gonna go with the first three actually. Sutton, Warren, Hollywood Brown. I want to see it back from Herbert.
Well, they're in order. This whole list is in order for me. Like I want the first three, and then Khalil Herbert would be next, and then Dillon would be next, and Curtis Samuel's out.
I'd take Samuel over Dillon, but yeah, it's close. I get what you're
The only thing is, in Curtis Samuel's, like his floor is kind of with catches, and I'm with you. They're both kind of gross. I'm good. All right, full PPR. Gabe Davis or Jahan Dotson? Gabe Davis. I mean, Eric, Jahan Dotson, and while Sam Howell, 5 of the last 6 weeks, is basically a top 10 quarterback, has had 2 games with no catches, no yards.
Yeah, that was with Samuel back. It does scare me a little bit, so I'm gonna go Gabe. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I'm with you.
I can't do this Dotson thing anymore. I just cannot do it. Thielen or Jalen Warren in a full PPR at the flex?
Jalen Warren. I can't trust Thielen right now.
Yeah, full PPR. Like I still think his floor has actually been good. He has not been what we were seeing in this old zombie Adam Thielen that's been crazy. I think this is actually pretty close. I think I'll take Jalen Warren, but it's close for me. That's very close for me. Najee, Curtis Samuel, Myers, or Rice, half PPR. I'm going to play Rashee Rice.
I think I'm going to go Rashee Rice, and I think I'm going to go Rashee Rice, Curtis Samuel.
Really? You play Curtis Samuel over Najee? Half PPR?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking. I respect that Browns defense, man.
I get it, but man, half PPR, Curtis Samuel feels like he has no upside.
I get it. I don't know. I got a feeling on Samuel today.
Are we totally dismissing Jakobi Meyers because we're saying how bad both these options could be?
It's not that Jakobi Meyers is bad. It's just in that offense he's not getting the same uses that he was getting with Garoppolo and McDaniels there. So I kind of want to see it first. Like make them show you a 5 for 70 game, like something. Like he's just been getting 1 catch, 2 catch. So he's last on my list for sure. Najee and Samuel is honestly a coin flip. I think I'm gonna go Samuel though. I think that's the Giants. It's a shitty defense. Sam Howell's been throwing the ball really well. I'm gonna take the upside there of Rice and Samuel.
I get you. I'm going to take Najee, and I'm with you. It's close. It's not even that close for me. I love the Cleveland defense. I think that playing running backs against the Cleveland defense overall is not the greatest.
Here's a little sleeper news. Alex Madison and Ty Chandler are expected to split carries this week.
Wow.
So Ty Chandler ain't completely dead yet.
That makes me just at least pause on not the backfield. That backfield, I think we'll see how that shakes out. But if I have other options that are close with Madison, I'd probably play the other option ahead of Madison at that point.
I agree. Yep.
What I'll say about the Najee thing is he's been in their run game's been as good as it's been, and he's kind of on a little bit of a heater. 3 of the last 4 weeks, he's a top 10, 12 running back. So that's why I'll lean that. But I don't mind if you really wanted to play Curtis Samuel. I just don't like it in half PPR. Full PPR, I would play Curtis Samuel. Mm-hmm. Start 2 of DJ Moore, Hollywood, Pollard, or Connor.
I'm going to go Hollywood. You're sitting Pollard? Okay. I can get behind that. I'm going to go Hollywood for sure. And
Connor or DJ Moore?
I think I'm going to go with the same thing I've been saying. I'm going to go with the high-scoring game. I'm going to go Connor. Just go with both Cardinals.
Yeah. I would say this, Nick. I agree with Eric. I'm going to play Hollywood and Connor. The only way I would play DJ Moore is if you need a ton of points. You're down in like a big way, and you're hoping that this is one of these DJ Moore crazy explosions. He probably, just because of we've seen it, he can win you a week. It's just not going to happen very often. So I'd play those other 2 unless you needed something crazy to happen. Amari Cooper, Christian Watson, or Pickens. This is Amari Cooper, man. Christian Watson is not it, period. Yeah. Pickens the last 3 weeks, getting scary, man. I
think I'm with you. I lean Cooper.
Yeah. People are probably coming from me.
Even though the previous guy said the Chargers have given up a lot to the receivers, but Watson still hasn't done shit, man.
Just
But
understand,
I could see this being the Watson blow up game where he has 170 yards and 2 touchdowns too. So
I don't think it exists anymore. It's not an elemental chart. Because here's the reality. You're
I get
correct.
it.
You're correct in the Chargers thing too. It's just okay. Think about this offense. It's Jordan Love, and they still right now. Dobbs is playing a lot of snaps. Jaden Reed is out there. Luke Musgrave is out there. They have the running backs. Like there's enough options in this offense, and Christian Watson has not shown it to me, so I just can't do it. Now to your point, he's a speed burner, so it's anything's possible. I don't believe it. Ford, Khalil Herbert, or Madison? This is a good question given the 50-50 thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ford.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. Khalil Herbert's not a horrible play for me this week, but hey, I'll take Ford there. CJ Stroud or Jared Goff? I'm not sitting CJ Stroud, y'all. I just can't do that.
Yeah, this is it's a good question, very good question, because Goff is at home, and when he's at home, he usually cooks.
Yep.
But I can't sit CJ Stroud right now. That guy has been on an absolute heater. So we're going with CJ.
Yeah, listen, Goff is a good play this week. To your point, he's
No,
not.
he's a top 8 play. I'm playing him over Herbert in the league.
I like Goff quite a bit. I think he's gonna. I have him a lot of best ball, so if he gets in, he gets in. But CJ Stroud, Singletary or Gabe Davis full PPR.
I think I'm gonna go Singletary.
I think so too. Here's my only thing with Singletary is like we've seen the ridiculous upside, and we saw how bad it was when he had it the week prior. Because of the upsides there, I'm going to play Singletary, but I'm not so sure that upside is always there.
I mean, Jets defense has been very good all year long. They don't give up. They don't have these games where they give up 30 points. It's like, 24 is like the most, 20 points. It's like low scoring. So I'm going to go Singletary.
Yeah, I'm with you. Gabe Davis is possible to go off any week, in my personal opinion. I just saw this question come in. Listen, it's also Hurts again here.
Hurts.
I would say this. Goff is a very, very good play today. He's top 8. I'd say top 10 for sure. But the elite guys, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get a couple more, Eric, and then we can bounce. I gotta get some lineups set. Raiders need to throw versus Miami. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Start 1. Full flex for flex, full PPR. Romeo Dubs or Rondell Moore. I also have Kyler McBride starting. I'm gonna play Rondell, given the
you got Kyler. You might as well go for the triple stack and hope this is a shootout game. So I'm gonna go for that. It's kind of like a DFS kind of thing.
Exactly. Eric hit it on the head. Dobbs is not a great enough play for me to take down that the stack thing there. Do I go Freeman over Chandler? Oh
yeah, with the news. I mean it's honestly a
really
coin
close.
flip. I think. I mean, Denver's run defense has been poopy all year. The only thing is Chandler still has never had like a NFL game where he's, had a really good game. At least, I guess Freeman hasn't either. So I'm gonna go Freeman.
I'm sorry, Kyle. I did not mean to skip the question. Gabe Davis, Brandon Cooks, Madison, Ford. Pick one running back and one flex. I am going to take Cooks and Ford.
One running back, one flex. So the running back I'm going to go with is Ford. And then my flex, I'm going to go Cooks. So Ford and Cooks.
All right. Goff or Hurts, we already got that. Ty Chandler, AJ Dillon. I know it's gross.
PPR, I'll go Ty Chandler because he does catch the ball. So I'm going to go Ty.
Agreed. I think I can miss out on AJ Dillon. Full PPR, start 3. Lockett, Puka, Ridley, Cooks, Chuba, Hubbard.
This one's easy. I'll take out Ridley and Chuba. I'll go Lockett, Puka, Cooks.
Yeah.
Chuba's been poopy lately. Even though he's got the starting job, that whole
No, I'm just
run
making
game's
sure I'm
been
reading it right.
bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Amy, this is easy. Lockett, Puka, Cooks. I'll sit Ridley and I'm sitting Chuba Hubbard. No problem with that. Thanks. Chiefs D has been so good. Thought it was close. No, it's just Hurts. I almost put like certain guys. I don't care what the defensive matchup really looks like. Hurts is just that type of a guy, frankly. The tush push. They haven't even got to your question, John. All right. I apologize, John. I thought we got this. Do I go Freeman over Chandler? We said this, right? Chandler.
Yeah, we did that.
All right. So
I think he was referring to the one, guys.
Oh, okay.
Here,
right.
I got one for you for my league. Jahan Dotson or JSN?
Dotson or JSN?
Because I had Noah Brown in, and now he's inactive. So
JSN. JSN doesn't have a 6-4. Dotson doesn't have a floor, man.
Yeah, he was so good the 2 weeks prior, and then last week it was kind of just whatever.
I'll take JSN.
All right, I think I'm leaning Dotson still, but I just kind of wanted to get your opinion on it.
I like what you did though, because now we have Christian. You can just clip it. You can let what happens happen. Go ahead.
Right.
This is what we call ask for advice and don't listen to it. I like
Everyone's saying JSN in the chat. Okay.
Hey, go with your gut, Eric. Don't let DB and Cold World and ATM bully you. All right, last question. We're gonna get out of here. Start one in Superflex. DTR, Madison, Lockett, Dotson, Jaden Reed.
Damn, do I just say Dotson to go on my own little thing here?
I think at this point you have to. For sure. Amy, just don't listen to it. That's the only thing I would caution you on.
I think I lean DTR. I don't think any of those guys are like, I got to start those over a quarterback. You know what I mean?
Lockett would be the one.
Lockett, yeah, I agree.
But I'm going to play DTR here. Now,
Yeah.
Amy, here's the one thing that I would say. If you're going to tie break it and play Lockett, it would basically be, if there's negative scoring, so essentially there's enough negatives to where his floor becomes a lot lower, that's when I will play Lockett. Otherwise, if it's like, -1 for a pick and there's no sack negatives, I'm definitely going to play DTR here. So,
Right.
all right, guys, we appreciate everyone tapping in. We'll see you back here. Actually, well, I'll be back on, but we'll see you back here on this channel, same time, same place next week. Eric, for the America game, start sit. We're out of this thing. Peace.
See you guys. Good luck.